Hey, what's up, diggers? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Today we're gonna be checking out Idril. She's a fantastic hero. If you have her, A5 her as soon as possible. We'll go into more details in a second. Without further ado, let's dig it. Alright, so Idril. Possibly, oh man, she's gotta be real high up there on the as far as like essential marksman to have on Watcher of Realms. I would take her over most of the legendaries except for maybe like Silas and Hex. But even then, she's pretty amazing. So, jumping into it. Very basic hero. She is Watcher and Piercer. She has very low attack at 3200. That's okay. I'll explain that in a little bit. HP is pretty low as well at 9k. Defense is average. Decent. 1.8 second attack interval is pretty nice. Attack speed is 125 base. Pretty normal. Rage regen auto is at 14. She has multi-strike attack and global skills. That's why she's so amazing. Now let's go over those skills. On the basic attack, each attack deals 80% attack damage 2 times, targeting airborne unit enemies first. Combo shots. Each time an ally casts their ultimate, the hero's next attack will deal 100% increased damage. Airborne units take 70% extra damage instead. And this is where the magic happens. Idril is mostly about her ultimate, and that passive is actually pretty important in one of the awakenings, but mostly about the ultimate. Lasts for 25 seconds, 1000 rage to cast it. You start off with 500. During the skill effect, each basic attack fires 3 consecutive shots to one enemy, each dealing 80% damage, lasting for 25 seconds. That's the ultimate duration. During the ultimate, the hero's attack range becomes unlimited and her attacks no longer prioritize airborne units. That's where that global skill, or whatever how they word it, yeah, global skills, that's where that comes from. She hits anywhere on the map. If there's an enemy on the screen and she doesn't have him in her range, she's gonna whack him anyways, as long as this ultimate is going. She's very essential for Gear Raid 3. As far as the Gear Raids go, I'm gonna say it's probably the only place she's really important. But Gear Raid 3 is really important because of the gear sets of Infernal Roar and Soulbound Arcana. Her ultimate is based off of her basic attack, so that means that she's gonna be best built in an Infernal Roar set versus Soulbound Arcana, unless she's in a really long fight, and I can't really think of a fight that she would be in there that would be that long anyways. Moving on, we're gonna go into the Awakening. Awakening 1. Basic attack damage plus 10%. Pretty straightforward. A little extra damage. Awakening 2 is attack plus 200. She's an epic. Any kind of attack she can get. This is actually pretty crucial and very helpful. Awakening 3. Activating limitless shots restores 5 rage for her allies. So all the allies that you have on the map are going to get 5% rage. Seems it's good enough. I mean, I take it. Awakening 4 is an attack speed plus 25. That's where that base was up from 100 to 125. Awakening 5. During the effect of limitless shots, every kill extends its duration by 3 seconds. This is also important. She's going to kill enemies pretty quickly because the way you pair her with another hero, it's going to increase her damage even more so. And she's just going to be wiping the map. And as long as there's an enemy that she can take out within time range of like 3 seconds, she will just keep doing her ultimate. Keep attacking everything in range, which is global. So, Awakening 5 is very important. Should you spend your soul stones on her? You can. I wouldn't go against it. Anyways, moving on to promotions. Promotion 1, she gets that combo shots passive. Promotion 2, she gets a little extended range. The rest of the promotions are just HP attack, defense, and magic resistance. And on to the gear. Gear selection for Idril. On the left side, you're going to want to go Calamity and Warlord. There's no really arguing with that. Obviously, Warlord's going to be the best. The reason for it is you're trying to get as much attack as you possibly can because her attack is already pretty low. She is of the Piercer faction, which means that she has the added benefits of having the Lords that are the Piercer faction, which is an extended range. A lot of them, the legendary Lords like Araka and Yovar, they both increase damage. As for Yovar, it's as longer as she's on the field, the more damage she's going to do, up to 50%. And for Araka, it's the amount of distance and range that she has from her enemies that she's going to do. And considering that she's going global, she can be all the way across on the other side of the map, shooting somebody way down over here, and she's going to get that max, like, I think it's 50% with Araka. So just a straight up increase in damage. As for stats, you're gonna go crit damage, attack percentage, and crit damage. The reasoning is I shouldn't say all. If you're gonna run her solo without an inspiration unit like Dolores or Constance, you can run Idril in attack percentage, attack percentage, attack percentage, and then you'll end up right around that, somewhere between like 270 to 310 crit damage range, and that's gonna be fine as long as you're just focusing on attack, because you're going to need to, because her attack is really low. Paired with Dolores, Idril does more damage with 2 crit damage items on her right side, and that's going to bring her to about 11k attack and about anywhere from 350 to 380, somewhere in that range, kind of crit damage. 350 is fine, and then if you try to get this up to like 12k attack, there's nothing wrong with that either. And the Warlord obviously gives you a little attack speed with the attack percentage boost on the left side. Now, where to use her? I'm actually going to showcase her just a little bit in Gear Raid 3, because that is going to be the most important spot. Okay. I think we can do this with these heroes here. Here's Dolores. She's going to be coming in with right around 14k attack. You can get whatever you can get, you know. She's going to be in an Invig set as well. Her and Silas will get an Invig buff. The other Invig buff will come from Laurel. And she's just basically in a rage regen kind of set with invigoration. But I want to make sure that Nyx is geared. Yeah, she's okay. That'll work. Alright, let's go into the fight. And I'm going to kind of showcase a little bit how she works. Alright, so the first thing you do is you place down Idril. And we are going to place Silas next. Silas is going to go over here. We're going with an IOR Lord. I'm not going with the increased damage because the gear set that is on her is pretty powerful already. We are going to place Dolores pointing at Silas to give him the Invig buff. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Going to place down Laurel right here. I'm actually going to activate Laurel. You got the rage regen boost that got Dolores going. We're actually going to pick up Laurel right away. You can see, let me do it. Activate it right now so you can see it, 207, 600k. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Now, Silas is going to start whacking away. It's probably going to take down the boss. I'm sure it will. And now I'm going to go in 2x just to kind of showcase. We'll get down to Laurel. So she can just run the whole show here. She doesn't need anybody really helping. Except for over here, you just have to put Nyx. But the right side is all taken care of with Dolores and Idril. There you go. Gonna put her down. Pick her up. Rage regen. And you see she started popping off over here and her ultimate's still kind of going. Silas can picked up whenever you're ready. Doesn't really matter. Way over down. He's gonna go whacking away at those guys. She's still ulting because she's killing the enemies. She's just nutty. Let's take care of this guy. Just be aware, this is a very overpowered team that I'm running with. We'll do one more wave over here and see what she does. If they can get going here. Alright, so let's just have her whack them now. Look at that, 650k damage. It's insane. Now all of your heroes are going to be doing this. You know, it's not like every single one of them is going to be able to... Like everybody with Idril is going to be able to do popping 650k. That's not how it's going to work. You see your ultimate's still going. Dolores is going to take care of these guys again. We're just going to do the whole run here. There you go. Idril takes care of it for you. Now, power dominance is on. That's why there's like a huge damage increase. That's why she's getting 600k. It's not going to happen for most of you. But You get the idea. In your first time through Gear Raid 321, you might want to build up her attack percentage a little higher, but I don't think you're going to have to if you're running her with Dolores. Where else would she be useful? As far as the Gear Raids go, I think it's just Gear Raid 3. Resource raids is not going to be a thing. Promotion raids, you can use her. Artifact and Tutor raid is not going to be a thing unless it's like really early game in the first few stages. Guild boss, you can put her down. She's not going to be breaking anything. Titanic Ruins, same thing. Faction trial, she's absolutely going to be awesome at. Okay, she's going to be awesome at the faction trial. If you do bring her in the faction trial, especially for your first run through, you're going to want to build that attack percentage, okay? Mortal Codex, nothing special really going on there. And Tide, same kind of thing. She's an epic. She's not going to have a really high BP. Kind of look at the ratings here quick. Gear Dungeon 2. I guess Gear Dungeon 2 she's really good at. She's got a 5-0 out of it. I didn't even know. You learn something new every day. Void Rift, absolutely. Void Rift is going to be a lot of stages that you're going to see. Void Rift is she's absolutely essential at. That's like one of the other bigger areas that she's going to be very important for most players. And just straight up progression, you can take out the whole maps, just like you saw in Gear Raid 3, if you just pair her with Dolores. Arena anti-air, she does pretty well at that. Single target DPS, I don't know if I would agree with this. I would say that she's probably more of a 4 here. Guild Wars, she's good at. Tide, I disagree. Titanic Ruins, I disagree. Gear Dungeon 1, I'm not so into it. Maybe the first few stages is what they're talking about. My guess with the Gear Dungeon thing. There might be something in Gear Dungeon 2, I'm not sure. Gold raids, no. Faction trials, yes. Artifact and Tutor raid, no. XP raids, no. She's not an AoE hero. Gear Raid 3, look at that video, 4.5. This should be like a 7. She is one of the most important heroes on Gear Raid 3. Gear Raid 1, 4.5. It's probably should be like a 0. You know, AoE DPS, no. Drake's Chasm, which is the guild boss, no. Guild boss 2 is going to be a no. Before I move on to the last part of the segment here, Idril's Gaze, she has her own artifact. Dealing crit damage has a 25% chance to ignore 40% of the target's defense and magic resistance for 3 seconds. Yes, this is going to be your kind of top artifact for her. Spirit Siphon, you could argue she's only be hitting single targets. Maybe like a Reaper's Emblem can do. If you really want to just pump up her BP, you can do that. You put this on her, should put her over like, yeah, she's over 72k BP. If you're just trying to use it for Tide, you just throw like some decent mythic artifact on her and you're good to go. The last thing is that Idril now has the Nightwood Vixen skin. Gives her a little 0.7% attack bonus and plus 12 single stat defense. I'm not really a fan of the skin, honestly. I think it's kind of a little too spicy for my taste. I'm not really sure what's with the pantyhose and they're all torn up, and I think it kind of ruins her. Honestly, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. But anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you pulled Idril, congratulations. If you have some soul stones laying around, try to get her close to A5 as you can. She's definitely worth it. I might want to work on some other heroes first, but she's definitely up there on the list as far as heroes you want to get to A5. And that's all I have to say about Idril. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the Discord. It's down in the description down below. Hero guides in there. Obviously, we're in there chatting all the time. It's a pretty chatty group. There's about 200 people in there. Definitely welcome to share your achievements or whatever you have going on. And I also offer takeovers in the well. But until next time, keep digging.